G'day guys, today we're here with the BMW iX2. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of all the specs and pricing that we know as of today. I'm going to be telling you what I think of the new interior, the new colors, the new styling. It looks wild. We're going to be doing pretty much everything except driving the car. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alrighty, so the BMW iX2 is launching in two model grades when it launches here in Australia. We have the eDrive 20 and what we have here, the xDrive 30. Now, all iX2 models will come as standard with the M Sport package. However, there is an additional M Sport package Pro, which this one has, which comes with a couple of extra stylistic changes, which we'll go into later. All of the breakdown, all of the pricing, all the specs is live on our website now, carsauce.com. If you want to go have a read of that, it'll go into a lot more detail because my brain is stupid and I can't remember everything. So let's get into how this thing looks. I think it looks absolutely sick from the front. You get this all new redesigned headlight unit here. It's a pretty radical departure from what we saw in the iX1. Obviously, this being the Coupe SUV, BMW is going for a more sporty, aggressive look at the front of this car, and it totally shows. You see we have this blocked up kidney grille here with this kind of cool triangular design there. You also get the BMW iconic glow, which I think looks super sick. We first saw that on the BMW i7 and things like the BMW XM. And like I said, because this is the electric variant, you do get it plugged up for aero. However, you do get some aero down the bottom, and these are actually active air vents, so they'll open up when the components need cooling. You do also get some functional aero over here, which funnels air along the side of the car. You get this cool BMW badge here with the blue surrounds because it's electric. And obviously all the lighting across this car is completely LED. No incandescent bulbs to be found. Matt?
For sake, stop putting halogen turn signals.
You see we also have a completely redesigned front splitter. I think the front of this car just looks really aggressive, really cool. Get a massive radar nicely integrated there as well. And your front camera there too, because this thing has a pretty awesome 360 camera system, which I'll show you later. This thing is actually quite efficient. So both models only come with a 64.8 kilowatt hour battery, and the eDrive 20 will do about 480 kilometers on the WLTP, while this one will do about 450 kilometers on the WLTP. I'll go into the charging specs and power and torque a little bit later. All right, I think that's the front. Let's have a look at the side. Alrighty, so coming to the side of the BMW iX2, and here's where you're going to see one of those features from the BMW M Sport Package Pro, these 20-inch alloy wheels. They have these cool M Sport Y-spoke design as well. You get these massive M red brake calipers. They look super cool, very sporty. They've also got Pirellis on them, which are nice tires. And coming over here, you've got your M Sport badge there. 360 camera there. Like I said, very good 360 camera on this car. Keyless entry and go, of course, and no privacy glass in the back, which is a little bit surprising. But yeah, from the side is where you can really see just how swoopy and coupey this goddamn BMW iX2 is. Let's check out the back. All right, guys, here we are at the back of the BMW iX2. I think it looks so sick. So first of all, you get this really cool black ducktail spoiler. Now, these extra fins here are actually part of that BMW M Sport Package Pro. Just gives it that extra sporty look. Got your reversing camera there. You've also got your BMW badge, which has been blacked out, and it also acts as your boot release, which, talk about that one later. Elsewhere in the back, you get your BMW iX2 badge there. You've also got your xDrive 30 because this is the iX2 xDrive 30. You get a pretty cool black diffuser at the bottom, and I know you're probably wondering, where are the exhausts? Well, first of all, it's an electric vehicle, silly. Secondly, even if you get the petrol version of the X2, they've decided to hide the exhausts, which means that the M version of this car is going to be super sick with quad exhaust. It's going to be like another point of difference. You've also got these really cool 3D effect LED taillights there. I think they look really cool. They really match the aesthetic of the back of this car. All right, now it's time to have a look in the boot. So we'll press that. Ooh, powered tailgate. You actually get a really impressive amount of space in the back of this car. I was very surprised because normally you compromise something when you go for these coupe SUVs. You actually get 525 liters in the back of this car, which is actually very impressive. Underneath the floor, you get some charging cables, including your public charger and your wall socket charger. So that's pretty cool. Apart from that, it's pretty basic. You can put down the back seats, expand the storage. You actually get plenty of storage. They fold completely flat. All right, so let's talk charging and specs for the new BMW iX2. Like I said earlier, there's two models that this will launch with, the eDrive 20 and the xDrive 30. Starting with the eDrive 20, you actually get a front-mounted electric motor that powers the front wheels only. It produces 150 kilowatts of power. I don't know if we have a specified torque figure yet, and that represents the entry-level model for the iX2. Both variants actually come with the same 64.8 kilowatt-hour high-voltage battery. They both have up to 130 kilowatt fast charging, and actually I'll show you here as well. All Australian models come with up to 22 kilowatt AC charging as well. In terms of range, so the entry-level eDrive 20 should expect about 480 kilometers on the WLTP cycle, and the xDrive 30 expects about 450 kilometers. Now, the reason for that is that this model here comes with dual electric motors at the front and rear. That gives it a better weight distribution. It also powers all four wheels using BMW's all-wheel drive xDrive system. And because it's going to all four wheels, that's why you see a bit of a reduction in range. So on this, the xDrive 30, which is the range topper at the moment before the M model releases, this one has 230 kilowatts of power to all four wheels, 494 Newton meters of instant electric torque, and you should expect a 0 to 100 time of about 5.6 seconds. So I can't wait to get my hands on this with Matt and give that a shot ourselves. We'll see if we can beat the claimed time, because BMW are usually pretty conservative on their claims. And it should also do a top speed of up to 180 kilometers an hour, which is plenty for Australian roads. Now, in terms of pricing, like I said earlier, both of these cars come in at under the luxury car tax threshold, which is about $89,000. So the entry-level eDrive 20 comes in at $82,900 before on-road costs, and then this model, the xDrive 30, comes in at 85,700 Australian dollars before on-road costs. Now, in terms of option packs, you have a couple. BMW have simplified it for the Australian market because all of the cars come with the M Sport package already. However, you can upgrade that to the M Sport Pro package for $4,900, and that gives you the larger 20-inch wheels. You get the M Sport Y-spoke design. You also get the shadow line on the brakes, and it also makes the spoiler at the rear look a little bit sportier. So definitely livens up the look of the car, makes it look a little bit sportier. There is also an enhancement pack available for $3,615, and that comes with one of the metallic paint options, including this new hero color, the Fire Red. Like I said, if you want to read full in-depth about all of this, go to our website, carsauce.com. I have a full written article up there now. You also get the panoramic sunroof, the heated steering wheels, and the lumbar massage in the front as well. Definitely a few worthy additions. No more subscription services for the heated seats and heated steering wheel. I think BMW got the message from you guys. Now you can just purchase that as part of a one-off enhancement pack price. All right, that pretty much sums up all the pricing and specs. Let's get into the rest of this car. All right, so here we are inside the new BMW iX2, and this place is really nice. It is somewhat reminiscent in a few ways of the BMW iX1 that we looked at earlier this year, in that you do get this vertical wireless phone charger there. So the iX2 actually has what BMW call their OS 9, which is obviously the successor to OS 8, which was in the BMW iX1. This one actually runs on an Android version of the software. So essentially, you can get third-party apps, including Spotify, Tidal, all that kind of stuff. The display is a massive 10.7 inches plus an extra 10.25 for the digital instrument cluster, but we'll get back to that. So you have a bunch of different shortcuts that come up on the right side of the screen, and it actually keeps the main app that is open on the left side of the screen, so you can kind of multitask between what you're doing. You've also got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, which you kind of expect. They've also made a couple of changes to the climate system, so you can easily access your seat heating and, for example, your steering wheel heating as well, which comes with that enhancement pack. And you can also change temperature on the fly pretty easily. Now, what else is new? Well, this two-tone interior is actually completely new. I think it looks really cool. You've got this beautiful soft leather material. It's actually called Veganza. If you do the detective work, you can probably tell it's vegan, but yeah, Veganza. You've also got some new design patterns on the interior. So all of this metal running along here feels really nice. It's actually textured, it's got a cool design to it, very geometric. You've got these triangles up here and ooh, very soft touch material. Pretty much everywhere you touch except for, well, even here is very soft. So very high quality feeling interior. Everywhere you look, it actually feels like a very premium car. And like I said earlier, these cars come in at below the luxury car tax threshold. So even if you were comparing against something like the new Ford Mustang Mach-E, for example, this is actually going to be a lot cheaper. And I tell you what, it's a lot nicer on the interior. Even here, you press this, for some reason it opens to the right. I don't think they've switched that over from the left-hand drive market, but you get a tiny bit of storage under there. You get a massive amount of storage through here because this is the electric vehicle. You get a pretty massive glove box. The door bins are a decent size. The steering wheel is so nice. I love BMW steering wheels. They just feel chunky, chunky. They feel so chunky. I love them. I love BMW steering wheels. You've also got this really cool like boost button here, which allows for temporary boost. Probably not the best for getting the most out of your range. However, it'll help you overtake or beat someone at the lights that thinks they can challenge you in their Toyota Celica. Get out of here with your Toyota Celica, okay? I've got a BMW iX2. Anyway, continuing on, you get this massive panoramic sunroof. That's part of the enhancement pack. You also get, as part of the enhancement pack, a Harman Kardon sound system. Haven't had a chance to test it out yet, but if it's like other BMW products, it's probably pretty damn good. Up ahead of the driver, you get a pretty decent and customizable digital instrument cluster. You also get a heads-up display as well, which is just as customizable. It also shows your car in your spec with your color, which, by the way, this car is fire red. Very cool. I actually really love the red color of this car. It is also the hero color, but they also have a frozen blue on the M35 version, which I think also looks really cool. So let me know in the comments, which one do you like better, fire red or frozen blue? I like the fire red. Before I go to the back seats as well, I want to mention part of the enhancement pack, you get massage function as part of your lumbar support, which is pretty cool. Another thing that BMW are doing is they have this BMW Digital Pro, and here we go, massage, seat massage, and you have 4 different modes: activation, relaxation, revitalization, invigoration, and you can set that up for yourself. It actually feels really nice. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers the front of the car. Let's have a look at the back seats. Alrighty guys, so here we are in the back of the BMW iX2. And I have to say, it's actually pretty spacious. I get a little bit of leg room, toe room is pretty decent, and headroom is okay too. I will say though, that the floor is a little bit raised, so I do find that my legs are sitting a little high. Obviously I haven't spent too much time in the back of this car, so I can't tell you if it feels uncomfortable yet, but that's just something to keep in mind. Material back here is just as nice as up front, so you get that soft touch material, this geometric triangle pattern here, and leather on the armrest. I really do love this two-tone design. I think it looks so cool on the back seats. You also get a fold-down armrest with soft leather, a couple of cup holders there. And these seats are very nice and soft and supportive, pretty much what you'd expect as well. In terms of amenities back here, you do get a couple of air vents and you also get a couple of USB-C ports. I did forget to mention in the front, you do get 2 USB-C ports as well. You do get a couple of matte pockets back here, and one really cool feature that I liked that I'm not sure is gonna make it into the production version of this car is the camera at the front. So there's actually an option you can select on the infotainment screen and it activates the camera. You do get a little storage area down here as well. Another thing you get back here as well is this BMW M seatbelt, which looks pretty cool. It has the M colors on it. So that pretty much sums up the interior of the car. Let's get into my final thoughts. All right, so my final thoughts on this brief walk around of the new BMW iX2. What do I think of it? Well, I think I love this new fire red color. I love the new styling at the front and even the rear. I actually didn't like it at first when I saw the photos, but now seeing it in person, I think it looks really, really cool. I love the new two-tone interior. It's not gonna be for everyone. I also like some of the changes BMW has made, including the infotainment system with the new OS 9 update. With that running on Android, I think it's a really cool system. It allows them to incorporate new third-party apps, and that's something that customers can get continuous value from as they continuously roll out updates. The stance of this car is just so aggressive, so sporty. I love these Y-spoke design rims on the BMW M Sport Package Pro, and I like the simplicity of only having 2 option packs to choose from. Now, would I go for the eDrive 20 or the xDrive 30? It's hard to say without driving them, but I just feel like you get a lot extra with the xDrive 30. You only sacrifice about 20 to 30 kilometers of range for the extra 80 kilowatts of power and all-wheel drive. So given the Melbourne weather we've been having lately and the value of having all-wheel drive, I'd probably go with the xDrive 30. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. We release awesome car reviews like this and walkarounds and launch videos and all kinds of content pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. Check out our website, carsauce.com. We've got it linked in the description, and we'll have a full written article of this thing up there now for you to read as well. Have a great day. Ciao for now.